Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with a wrestling recap for you today. And today I'm going to talk about Money in the Bank 2020. Held in front of a capacity crowd of nobody. The bulk of the show took place in the Performance Center in Orlando, with the main event going to WWE headquarters in Hartford, Connecticut. The opening match was a fatal four-way bout for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. It's the New Day defending against the Miz and John Morrison, the Forgotten Sons. I can't remember, Blake and Cutler? Was it Cutter or Cutler? Yeah. And the fourth team is Lucha's Party. This was a high flippy, high octane, lots of spot fest kind of match. My problem with fatal four-way tag matches and triple threat tag matches, for that matter, is that if there's no DQ, if there's no count out, why are there tags? I mean, I don't understand the purpose of even having a legal man in a match with no DQ. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cool spots in this match. My favorite spot of the bout is like Cutter has Biggie in like a Russian leg sweep, and Wesley Blake comes off the top rope with a double stomp. It's gnarly looking move. Biggie kicks out of the Starship Pain, which it seems that doesn't really happen often. It's a pretty protected finisher of John Morrison. The finisher comes where Biggie catches Grand Metalik on his shoulder, hits the big ending, and the New Day retained SmackDown Tag Team titles. This was just a fun, fast-paced energy match to get the show going, and it probably would have worked if there was an audience. Anyhow, next up is a bonus match, I suppose you could call it. It's R-Truth comes to the ring, and he's going to fight MVP. And my first thought during these entrances is it 2008? Did I go through a time portal here? But it's funny. It's a funny bit, and they do a nice little back and forth promo. R-Truth is making fun of MVP's gimmicks. Then Bobby Lashley comes out. And I'll point out that I got a little excited. Whoa. I got a little excited here because kind of back in TNA, before TNA went utter dog shit, Bobby Lashley, MVP, and Kennedy King had a pretty cool heel faction, almost like a prototype predecessor of the New Day, but they were pure heel. Lashley comes out and tells MVP, go to the back, take the night off, I got this. R-Truth, I'm going to go to the back too. I'm going to take the night off. And while trying to appeal to Bobby Lashley's better nature, he accidentally slaps him in the face. Referee rings a bell, he tosses Truth from here to there, spears him, and wins. This was my favorite segment of the night. In all honesty, I enjoyed this more than anything else on the show just because it was so silly. But the show is going to get way sillier. Next up is the SmackDown Women's Championships. And, both the Raw Women's Champ, Becky Lynch, who's the longest reigning champion in the company right now, and the Raw Tag Champs, Street Profits, nowhere near this show, nowhere on it. And is Becky Lynch even feuding with anybody right now? She's kind of just been a ghost since WrestleMania, hasn't she? Well, I wonder why. Anyhow, this match was very, very unfortunate. Tamina comes out, and this is the first time we start fucking around with the announcers table. Slamming to the announcers table. At one point, Bayley goes and gets a water bottle from the announcers table and throws it in Tamina's face. Probably something you shouldn't be doing with all the COVID panic going on. This great spot where she drop kicks Tamina's leg, from the outside. Tamina's legs wrapped around the ring post. She drop kicks it. Real nasty looking. Looked like she just straight breaks the girl's leg. But in the last 2 or 3 minutes of this match, Tamina is clearly gassed. She's very winded. She has trouble getting to the top rope. She has trouble hitting her move from the top rope. She has trouble getting, Bayley up on her shoulders. She goes for a Samoan drop. Bayley rolls through with a crucifix, and the referee counts 3 while Tamina is still trying to roll through and pick her up on her shoulder back for the Samoan drop when Sasha comes in and hits Tamina with the belt. This screamed botched finish. It really did. It it could not have felt... If this was the planned finish, it was a stupid finish. Because it really, really looks like Tamina couldn't roll over in time, and the referee just counted 3, because fuck it. You know, they got, I guess, the new rules now, that the person can't get up, just go with the 3 just to get it on. This was a sloppy, messy, ugly match to watch, despite, you know, 2 of the 3 women being pretty good looking. Speaking of good looking, Sasha Banks. I couldn't help but think the whole time she's at ringside, her long, ridiculous Marge Simpson straight blue hair and skin tight red jumpsuit that shows off all the cleavage and shoulders and stuff. I can't help but keep thinking she looks like a Mortal Kombat character during the whole match. Next up is the Universal Championship, Braun Strowman, and I think his first title defense against Bray Wyatt. And not the Fiend Bray Wyatt, just regular Mr. Rogers Bray Wyatt. Don't you want to be his neighbor? I didn't like it. I thought the match package was pretty interesting. And again, we're fighting around the announce table. Yeah. Braun goes for his running thing and runs around the ring and slams into everybody. He goes for this on Bray. Bray steps outside. Braun goes flying over the announce table, crashes, but somehow doesn't take out Michael Cole or Corey Graves. That would have been a great spot to take out those two. Take out the announce team. The puppets start showing up in the crowd. The crowd cheering Bray on. There's a lot of hit each other real hard, then stand around and talk for a few minutes because that's fucking Bray Wyatt does. I think he's so overrated. He's so overrated. I was a huge fan of this guy, but I'm just kind of sick of him now. How many chances do you need, man? How many chances can you got chance after chance? You got legions of fans who eat up every dumbass thing you do, and somehow you still suck. Anyhow, the finish is, for some reason, Braun Strowman puts on the black sheep mask. Bray's on his knees. Yes, brother. Yes, you come home to me. That kind of shit. Braun takes it off, stomps it, running stampede, victory. There was one legit pretty cool near fall in this match where I thought Bray Wyatt had it. He had a DDT, followed by a tornado DDT, followed by Sister Abigail, tucks in the arm and the leg to get him far away from the ropes. A nice cinched in pin. I was like, God, he got some. And he kicked out. It was a shocking kick out. I thought that was my favorite spot in the match. After the match, we get a quick glimpse of The Fiend, because, of course, we're going to drag this one out as long as possible. So, next up is the WWE Championship. Seth Rollins challenged Drew McIntyre for the title. Now, Drew McIntyre has been super, super protected, and Seth Rollins is kind of the glory boy in WWE, sure. This is just, again, a big, big, big spot fest. For the third match in a row, the fuckers are wrestling on the announcer's table. Leave the announcers alone. I mean, it got so repetitive. I got sick of it. It reminded me of like when you play No Mercy and you try to put your opponent through the announce table before you get counted out. It was bad. I didn't like it. It was really obnoxious and distracting to me. Lots of like superplex attempts in this match for some reason. The finish comes where they're both in the ring, going toe-to-toe, fighting back from a lot of brutality. Drew McIntyre hits the Glasgow Kiss. Rollins bounces back with a super kick. McIntyre bounces back with a Claymore and retains the WWE title. After the match was the most interesting thing about it, because Drew sets the championship to the side, helps Seth to his feet, and paraphrasing, basically tells him, you are the heart of this business. You are the heart of this company. You were the leader of that locker room. It just wasn't your night. And he shakes his hand, and they go about their ways. Now, I never thought they would have made Drew McIntyre WWE champion. I never thought they'd make Drew, and especially not as a babyface. But it's just, I love this, not just being a protected badass character, but him coming off as like this man of respect and man of honor. I really like this gimmick they're doing with Drew McIntyre very, very much. I hope they keep the belt on him for quite a while. Main event time. Now, WWE, many times over the... Will you give me that? That is not your toy. Stop playing with the baby toys, dude. Anyhow, WWE over the years is always touting stuff like a double main event, but this is an actual double main event. We're having 2 matches simultaneously. So we go to WWE headquarters. You have the SmackDown, the Raw, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, which is King Corbin, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio, Otis, and Aleister Black. And the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, which is Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Nia Jax, Dana Brooke, Carmella, and who was the 6th girl? Who was the 6th girl? What'd I say? Yeah, it was Nia Jax, Carmella, Asuka, Dana Brooke, Shayna Baszler, and Lacey Evans. Don't worry, I forgot her because I can't stand her. I cannot stand that woman. Anyhow, the girls start in the lobby. The guys start in the they're at the Hartford, Connecticut, the headquarters, Hartford, Connecticut. The whole gimmick here for this Money in the Bank ladder match is they're going to start in the lobby, start on the ground floor of the building, fight all the way to the roof where the contracts and the ring are, and there you go. I didn't like the music, the background music going through the whole course of this match. Talking. Anyhow, I love how the girls, it was stupid. They just literally line up and stand there in front of the camera waiting for the bell to ring, and then Asuka dives on them off the balcony. But the guys, like, they come into the gym and they're, like, circling each other and talking all kinds of shit. There's great spots here. Asuka dives on them. She gets in the elevator. Goes straight for the elevator, man. Goes right up. I don't know why she didn't go to the highest floor. But they're fighting all over the place. The guys are fighting in the gym. AJ Styles gets pinned down with a barbell, and he walks around the rest of the building looking for the rest of the guys fighting, and keeps, like, screaming at posters of wrestlers, talking shit to the posters of wrestlers like that's the actual guy. And then he turns the corner, there's a poster of The Undertaker, and he gets scared shitless. There's cameos. Oh, I could have done without the cameos. Brother Love is in the bathroom. Somebody who I think is supposed to be trying to be Doink the Clown peeking out behind a freaking chair. Stephanie McMahon just popped. The girls fight into a conference room, and Dana Brooke grabs a briefcase that's there. And Stephanie McMahon has to walk. It's like, this isn't the fucking roof. What are you doing? Paul Heyman's at catering getting something to eat. When both matches, all 12 people end up in the catering room, and Otis goes full Bluto and yells "food fight." Shayna Baszler chokes out Rey Mysterio. They're not even fighting each other. There's more madness. AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan go all down the hallway fighting, and they fall into a room, and it's Vince McMahon's office, and they're both just like, "Oh, sorry, boss. You know, pick your chairs up. We'll leave. We'll close the door. You want the door closed? Close the door." It was really a funny bit. I like the bit with Vince McMahon's office. I'll point out, Vince McMahon has a Tyrannosaurus Rex skull in his office. And yeah, if I was a billionaire, I'd have a dinosaur skull too. There's Otis gets totally sidetracked trying to get something to eat, where he runs into John Laurinaitis and the pie faces him. I mean, literally with a pie. They finally make it to the roof. I feel like I'm missing a cameo or two here. It was madness. It was crazy. I do love the one bit when they get to the floor skater. Everyone's like, "Where's the fucking roof?" It was really a funny match. So we finally get to the roof. First, the girls get up there first. Carmella gets power bombed through a table during catering, and it's like, what's her name? Dana Brooke and Shayna just like disappear somewhere throughout the building. Like they don't ever make it to the roof, those three. So Nia Jax, Asuka, and fucking Lacey. Why do I keep forgetting? Because I hate her. They get to the roof. Baron Corbin gets up there shortly afterwards. You know, with like no crowd noise, you could really hear the bending of the metal of the ladders and stuff. Kind of irritating. Kind of cringing, you know. Asuka's going up to the ladder, and Baron Corbin's going up the same ladder as her, and she starts kicking him, which is like, why? He's going for the other contract. He's not even fighting you. Leave the man alone. So she kicks him down, grabs a contract, and Asuka wins the women's match. Thank God. So the guys get up there, and all 6 men make it to the roof. Baron Corbin throws Rey Mysterio Jr. off the goddamn... He's murdered Ray. Then he throws Aleister Black off the roof. Holy hell. So now it's the other 4 of them are fighting in the ring. Daniel Bryan gets wiped out somehow. Can't really remember. So we got Baron Corbin and AJ Styles on top of the ladder, and they pull down the briefcase simultaneously. They're fighting over the briefcase, fighting each other. AJ Styles knocks off Baron Corbin. He got the briefcase, but slips out of his hand, and Otis catches it. Otis is Mr. Money in the Bank. Celebrating, he stumbles backwards and knocks AJ Styles, who's still on top of the ladder, in shock, off the ladder. Show goes off the air like that. I want to point out lots of things I need to say. Here. First off, what the hell was with the commentary? There's no commentary throughout the match. After Asuka pulls down the briefcase, you hear Michael Cole, like, really monotonely, like, no emotion, like, he clearly recorded the soundbite, like, days before the match happened. He's just going, well, Asuka has won the Miss Money in the Bank. Congratulations to her. And there's no reaction when 2 men get hurled off the roof of this tower. These men are dead in kayfabe. I would love to see them kind of keep up with it. And Michael Cole doesn't say anything. I would love to see them kind of keep... Baron Corbin needs to come out week after week after week and talk about he's the man who destroyed. Don't say killed. Don't say murdered. Don't say in the career, because that's done too. Just say he's the man who destroyed Rey Mysterio. Should build up for this for weeks so they could have a proper Corbin versus Rey Jr. match when we got a crowd. And if that's supposed to be the match that Rey wants to go out and retire with, that'd be amazing. Baron Corbin could really build himself up as the man who ends your greatest heroes. I ended Kurt Angle. I ended Rey Mysterio. You know, this could be cool. This could be a really great moment for Baron Corbin if they play it right. And as far as Otis, I mean, Asuka win Miz Money in the Bank. To me, it was 1 or 2 girls were going to win. Shanna or Asuka, and I'm glad Asuka won. But, whoa, Otis winning was a shocker. This is the most shocking Money in the Bank winner, I think, ever. I mean, I've said before that it's a very heel-centric champion trophy. And usually the tradition is put the briefcase with a guy with a heel who's on the verge of a big push. But they've never given it to a babyface who's a tag team wrestler and a comedy gimmick. This is really weird. Really, really weird, and I'm very curious to see where this goes. But as we're sitting right now, this moment today, Otis and Drew McIntyre is a very, very likely future main event match. Wow. Anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all watched Money in the Bank. And if you didn't, I hope you still watch this. That's all I got to say. I'm Jake Davis. Annie, you want to say hi?
Yeah. Hi.
And we will catch you on the fly.